It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the focus is on Elijah Mitchell. Unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Panthers. And it's kicking off next on Madden.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Panthers ready to go here as they take the field on offense, led by a third-round rookie out of Mississippi, Matt Corral.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On second and very short, Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Corral takes a shotgun snap. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
On 3rd down, Corral.
Wide open, it's Marshall, complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal. Here's Corral. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. On now, Tucker McCann from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McCann's kick up and good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Now here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very... for the second-year signal caller.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Mitchell here. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Warrior play really good run defense for 3-4. There's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle, and the guys that go to defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up all the blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Channing Tindall in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Remember one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Powers through him. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Corral's throw complete there to Thomas. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are...
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Corral will throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in from Panther score. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance finding Deebo there for the Niner first. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
But once again, it's Mitchell. A solid stiff arm. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run over center with Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And able to work his way down to the 16. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the one pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. This one fielded at the 5. Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He lost the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing now is Lance. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing to do. This is why I don't play points per reception fantasy.
Is that what the receiver still gets a point there?
Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's halftime here.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
The 49er off. To begin quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A give here to Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Mitchell.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, we always know he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Here we go. Opposite. 3. Hey, check ready. Hey.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Another run to Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. And we're back now. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Lance now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. Then he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slant the bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Now Lance again. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. And Howie clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. Here's Corral on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Corral on second down. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First down, it's Corral. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he gets it inside the 35, just short of the 30. Good-looking drive so far for the Panthers on first down here. They're looking to put this game on ice.
show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. McCann's got it teed up. Takes it at the 7. San Francisco set to go. Once more. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Desperation time here. Lance. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player.